Okay, so let's see how we would go around the circle in the long patterns. Simply on the short patterns, let's say the C shape, we'd go C to G to D to A to E warped up, sorry, to C again on the short patterns. On the long patterns, well, how far are we going to get? If we start on C and go to G and go to D, now we want to go into the long pattern. We got up to this 6 here. We're not going to get to this E unless we kind of like do a on the same string there, all right? So that's what the long pattern does for it. No matter where we start, if we want to start on D, D string shape, A string shape, E string shape, C string shape, warp up for that G string shape, and D string shape again. But if we want to use the long pattern, starting here on D string shape, we go D string shape, then we go into the long A pattern, C, or the root pattern, the fourth, come out of it with the E here. Now look at this, look at the shape of this. We're coming out of the A with E is going to be 7 root 2. That 7 is going to be right here. We want to fit that, so we have the 5, 6 root 2 right here. So we got 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2. Okay, with this little this is the E goes to the D shape. D starts 2, 3. So that's your little. I know it's kind of complicated. You just build from there. So starting from the D, you know, that's how we do it. So we've had numerous classes on that. So let's continue, because we've got things to cover on this chart. It's a very important chart. So let's look at something further along the line. Now remember, these are pre-warped. Those other diagrams, they may or may not have been. On this chart here, this is not a pre-warp diagram. This is a pattern diagram. This is all P4 tuning. This is all P4 tuning. Over here, I've pre-warped these, so I labeled them. So let's look at the D. Let's look at the D box. Okay, we've got a D-shaped C, key of C, let's say. All right, so with your tuning now, we can go ahead and put the fret nut on. Okay, with the D pattern, all right, we're going to be looking at 5 root 3 right here. It's going to be a D-shaped C. That actually, we're not going to particularly do that one. Let's do the A shape first, okay? So here's your fret nut right here. That one up a little too far on my guitar, where I'd be up here. You know, I don't want to be up here, right? I can't even do it with my finger. So I have to kind of like do a little mini bar. Do a little mini bar up there. Let's look at the A shape pattern. 5 root 3 are A shape. It's going to be an A shape C starting from 5. So here's your E. Here's your G. Start the A shape C. All right, so that's our major A-shaped root. Okay, now let's just read. I told myself yesterday, just read this thing. Don't try to derive it every time. Long E minor shaped 6 minor. A shape, G is going to be the next shape, so you know that long shape is going to play into a G shape, okay, and that G shape is going to be what? It's going to be an E minor shaped 6th. Okay, so we've got a long E minor shaped 6 minor. G is next, but we're going to start in the A shape. So here's our A diatonic. Warp up. Now we're in the G box. Okay, so normally our minor would be the E minor, right? But we're starting from the A box, so it'd be just as if we put the capo right there. Okay, so you're playing this thing over here. And you want to do the minor for it, right? Now, if you look at A minor, imagine the capo's still there. If you look at the A box, the minor 6 for the A shape is 1 caged letter advanced, C, A, G. It'll be G minor shaped 6 minor. It'd be G minor shaped, not C. But we can't get that if the capo's there or the fret nut. We can't get G minor shaped like that. So we're going to play the long pattern E minor, and let's play that. So we're starting from this A here. Okay, I'll put the capo on just to make the point again that we're doing this so we can learn long pattern relative minors. Okay, so we're going to just play the 6. Okay. Look at how long this is. This is a whole third, a perfect third interval, root to 3. Root to 3. So it's remember, this is pre-warped. Play it as you see it. So you go straight up the line there. Isn't that cool? So again, we've got for the A, the G minor is normally sunken. We'd have to hit these notes down there. Okay, for here, we've got essentially a long E minor shape. Now, I'll tell you how this plays out. You're at the 6th then. Okay, stop me anywhere there. I didn't mean to suspend that 4th. That is a no-no. You don't suspend the 4th. You don't do that. Unless you want to, kind of drag it into another key. That was just lazy finger. So that's how all this started. And I wanted to know, how can I find those other minors? Where are they? So let's try another one and move on to D shape here. Let's see, we did A shape in the 5-6. If we do D shape, we might be getting into a little bit of trouble, although I could do it down here. If I put the capo on the D, like that, this is just an octave below what we're talking about here. Remember now, we're not relating this to the staff. This doesn't have to do with how are these notes written exactly on the staff. They'd be an octave down, right? So in the D shape here, what do we got? Normally in the D shape, right? Where are we? Where's the D shape? Start with a D string shape. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then we would normally want to play the 7 root 2. We can't get that 7 if we have a capo here, so we're going to have to play the long pattern. The long pattern for the D goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that D takes you right into a C pattern, following the caged word. D goes to C, cage starts over again in a circle, right? In the cage circle, not the circle of string-shaped fifths. So that's how we play it, the diatonic in the D. All right, now we want to play that minor.